Hey folks, it's Pól Seoige after an incredible Cage Legacy 23, the preliminary rounds, the main rounds, and finished off by this man who now has the Pro Featherweight European title on your right shoulder, Max Lally. You've had a lot of changes up into this fight. You've had a lot of ups and downs. You didn't know whether it would go ahead or not. Dollar Deck made it happen. You made it happen in the cage tonight, man. Listen, Owen Roddy was absolutely delighted with you. How are you feeling right now after that? Because you're now one of the most recognised up-and-coming fighters in Europe with that belt on your right shoulder. So tell us what's going through your head right now.
Yeah, I tell you, I'll be honest, what's going through my head is a 4-1 curry. Like, straight after this, that's what's going through the head. But no, obviously, I'm super happy with the performance. Going in there, there was no real game plan. I just wanted to have the mind clear and be able to listen to what my coaches were saying, and that's what I did. So
now listen, this is 3 pro fights. You have another belt, right? You're 20 years of age. What is the plan for you in the next couple of years?
As a kid, every kid that gets into the sport always aspires to go to the UFC. So I think that will be my main focus over the next few years. Getting them hard fights in, them fights that will develop me as a fighter and an athlete, and go from there. Obviously the major plan. I think people make this big thing. Oh, getting to the UFC is the big plan, but no, staying in the UFC is the big plan. Being a competitor in the UFC. That's the plan. You know what I mean? It's not just to get in and I want to make a living out of the sport, and I'll do absolutely anything I can to make that happen.
I have to ask you this: from looking at you, your conditioning, the way you fight, there is a new sport on the way up. Man Connor has bought into it as well. Would you have any thoughts at all with the likes of BKFC as a rising sport and something that someone like yourself of the age group that you're at? Is it ever something that's crossed your mind?
Yeah, that's just like a knockout the chip. You know what I mean? I've seen plenty of them. No, I get in there and people are like, oh, what do you do? It's like, that feeling in there is undescribable. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, whether it's bare knuckle boxing, whether it's MMA, going in there to compete against another man on man, gladiator stuff, you know what I mean? The feeling you get from that is unexplainable, indescribable. So it's like, I'll do anything. I'll fight in the cage, I'll fight in the ring, whatever.
So it's now the 27th of July, we're going into August, we're getting into the other half of the year.
Yep.
What's your plan for the rest of the year? Because you've had a busy year, but what is the plan for the rest of the year?
I'd like to finish up with a fight at the end of the year. Yeah.
You have any idea where that fight might be coming from?
I'm not tied down anywhere, It's nice to get them fights in on the regional scene, but we'll see what the story is. I'm going to get away now for a few days with the missus and the family, and I'm going to get back, and I'm going to get back into the gym, get back on the horse, train my ass off, and see what comes next.
Fair play. Listen, I just want to say well done again tonight. You should be very, very proud of yourself. I know for once your family weren't here, but honestly, you got another standing ovation from the crowd here, in the warehouse. And if you weren't here in the warehouse tonight, you missed out. You might be able to check out CageLegacyFC.com and check out this man, Max Lally, because this man is only going one way, and that is up. Max.
Straight to the top. Legend, brother.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, my man. Yeah.
Thank you. Lovely.